Morning guys, we're coming to you from the very heart of Albania, somewhere on the SH74. Now we have been warned about this road by many people, it's featured in many blogs online. We were trying to get to Berat and we thought let's give it a try, and we're kind of expecting it to be a mixture of like gravel and mud, and what it actually is just like rocks and bumps, and our poor van cannot take it. It's been a difficult decision, but unfortunately I think we are going to have to turn back this morning.
We hate turning around and giving up on things, man, you know, and you've seen the roads we drive on, we enjoy it, and
Love
actually our humble little LDV normally does really well, but we don't want to kill it. It's our home, you know, it's not just a travelling companion, it's our home when we get back to the UK as well, and we've just got to look after it. We've got to be a bit more careful with it. So
she's not enjoying these
we're
roads.
going to turn around. We woke up this morning, well actually you can see just behind us where we parked. We just abandoned it at the roadside last night because we couldn't drive any further. It was
dark,
pitch black, and you know, we thought enough's enough, so we just abandoned it there, as you can see. This morning we woke up to a very confused shepherd or cow herder.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called.
Farmer?
Cow herd? Woke up to a shepherd anyway, and he was really friendly. He came over and started chatting to us straight away. Quite confused how we'd got here and what we were doing and where we were going. He advised us to turn around and go back the other way because it gets so much worse, and it's another 60 kilometers that way. It took us 2 hours to do less than
7 kilometers last
yeah,
night.
7 or 8 kilometers yesterday.
That's how bad the road is.
2 hours, so you know, we'd be on this road for days. I'm not exaggerating if we took it north, so we're going to turn around, we're going to take his advice.
We had a lovely chat with him, you know, we didn't speak the same language at all, but we got by with a few like broken words of Italian and lots of gestures, and
yeah,
he was just telling us how everyone in these mountains has left. He was pointing to these villages over here, saying there's 2 people in this one, 3 people left in this one, and that all of his kids have left to move to the city, and it's just him and his wife now, and it's so sad.
He said there was a family of 7, but they've all moved to Tirana or to Greece now, you know, out of the country even, which actually a lot of Albanians end up doing. You can see behind us, it's just empty, this vast, huge open space, and actually, we'll turn around now, everywhere. You can't see anything, there's just a few scattered houses, and even within those few scattered houses, a lot of them are empty and abandoned. It's really sad to see. And what he was saying to us as well, that this road actually hasn't been looked after or surfaced or anything since the fall of communism in 1990. So it's near on 30 years that it's actually just been left to disintegrate like this, which is very explainable as to why it's in such a state.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whoever on like Google Maps marked this as a main road, but it is not even like a track. It's just undrivable unless you have a 4x4.
It's truly terrible.
It just makes you wonder if these people had access to their homes, maybe so many of them wouldn't be leaving. They
Yeah.
continue to live in this beautiful place.
Exactly.
They seemed genuinely thrilled to have like foreign visitors here, didn't they?
Genuinely, yeah.
Don't get many people coming up this way. No one's really crazy
No,
enough.
I can't imagine. It's a shame. This is kind of what we really want to do with our photo projects. We want to document the lives of people out here, but it's so hard for us at the moment because we don't have the translator. But hopefully we are going to be meeting some people in Albania, and this is going to happen. We thought it was going to happen in Serbia and it didn't really happen how we wanted it to, but we're adamant it's going to happen here because we do love Albania. We've already got a bit of a taste for how it works here, so we're confident we're going to be able to do it.
This way of life just fascinates us. You don't get this in England. Everyone is so crammed in together, and you don't get this just emptiness of people having, you know, miles and miles around them from the nearest house.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So this monument behind us, we were wondering what it was because it looks really similar to, what are they called?
Spomenic.
The Spomenics, which are quite a communist thing all around the Balkans, but actually it's meant to be a war memorial for a war between Italy and Greece between 1940 and 1941. And he was saying just now to us that his family actually fought for the Italian side against the Greeks, and he was sort of reminiscing about the bombs and the shells everywhere and the mines, and it's quite scary to listen to actually, you know. It's so peaceful now, there's just no sounds around us, and to think that there was once such a brutal war here, yeah, kind of hits you, doesn't it, really? So anyway, I think that's enough rabbiting on from us. We're gonna try and get our way back down this hill, and now I guess we're gonna show you just how bad the road is. Let's go and have some fun.
Wait just a minute. I'm sure you'd like to see us struggling to reach where we are now, right?
The road just ran out.
Blimey, weren't expecting that.
No warning.
We just literally went over a brow on a bridge, and then bam, road's gone, gravel, mud.
Now the fun begins.
Okay. What are we doing?
Now I don't know. Just goes on from here. Miles and miles and miles of unpaved road.
If we break down now, it's solely our own fault out here.
Totally, I would accept that.
Completely brought this on ourselves.
We were laughing at this point, but it wouldn't take long for us to start questioning our decision to drive this road. The real question we kept asking ourselves though was, would the road level out and improve shortly, or was it only going to get worse?
This road is nothing but rocks and gravel. The occasional whisper of tarmac, a road long gone. I can't imagine this road ever being paved, but honestly, it's just horrendous. Oh my god.
Thick mud there, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So that was yesterday evening's fun and games. Now it was time to do it all over again, in reverse order. And so we left our quiet little spot at the edge of the old road, used now only by the occasional motorbike, 4x4 or cattle herder.
So we're just coming up to the biggest village in this whole area that we've seen, and I think the shepherd this morning was trying to tell us that 30 people used to live here and now it's just 10. And there's quite a few houses over there. I'm guessing that most of them are actually just empty.
With the road condition worsening, we had just 10 kilometres left until we'd hit tarmac, but that seemed a long way away yet. The so-called road was actually a mix of rocky mountain ledge, thick, slippery mud, and certain death just a landslide away. The drop next to us was a long way down to the bottom of the canyon, and the edges of the road didn't seem all too stable. Finally, the road began to improve. And for the first time since the friendly cow herder this morning, and almost 3 hours later, we saw other people were using the road.
Some people walking up just in front of us, and that is the most traffic we've seen on this road today so far. Next load of traffic incoming is a flock of sheep and a shepherd.
Some dogs.
And some dogs. Look at this coming up. Good old trusty full transit, absolutely sending it over these bumps. Nice to see another transit engine coming up here. Can't believe we just saw that little minibus coming up here. All the back lights on it were totally smashed in. It was all just falling apart, the bumpers hanging off it and stuff, but no surprise coming up here day in, day out.
We could almost see light at the end of the tunnel, or in this case, tarmac at the end of the gravel.
At the end.
We've made it back to civilization! Oh god! Easy. We're not on tarmac yet. Oh my god, what's that, Ben?
Oh my god.
It's a road!
It's a road.
Oh my gosh. that good, huh?
Oh, it feels good to be back on some tarmac. Oh my god.
With tarmac beneath our wheels, we started making quicker progress to Berat. The road was great in places, and not so great in others. But nevertheless, that evening we'd make it almost all the way to Berat. As the sun faded in the sky and we lost daylight, we opted to find somewhere to stay on the outskirts of the city.
Lost my taste.
Well, we finally managed to get ourselves off those horrible roads yesterday and find somewhere to stay for the night. We remember now from last time in Albania, this part is just so hard to find anywhere wild and free to stay. There's just kind of orchards and fields everywhere that you obviously don't really want to drive onto because they're people's land. The rivers and the dams and stuff that are around here were flooded so badly last time that we were just slipping and sliding around. So we didn't really want to try those either. We did eventually find this little reservoir to stay at. It's really nice, sort of surrounded by orchards of olives and stuff like that. Really nice little place to stay actually. So today we're going to finally get all the way into Berat after 3 days of trying to get there along these awful roads. We are going to make it today. It's about 20 minutes away. So we're going to go and meet up with our old friend Isuf. Some of you might remember him from one of our older videos. We'll drop the link above. And we're not really sure what we're going to do with him today. We haven't got any solid plans. So we'll fast forward to that now and see what we do when we get there. Well, we finally made it to Berat after 3 days now of attempting to get here. A bit of chaos and stress, but actually we're super relaxed now because as you can see, we're not in the van. We're actually in our friend Isuf's hotel. He's very kindly let us stay here because it's off season and there's no one in the city. So we are just proper luxury right now, chilling out, majorly chilling out.
We've had a shower.
A shower? We're so clean. Actually, our clothes smell a bit funky now because we're so clean we can smell how bad our clothes are. But
speak for yourself.
Maybe it's just me. So yeah, we're really happy now. We're quite chilled out. We're just going to spend a couple of nights here, I think, kind of recharge our batteries a bit. We've got the van in storage, kind of safe parking, so we're not too worried about that either. We're just going to go out and enjoy the city, I think, aren't we? I would say if anyone is actually coming to Berat, I would highly recommend meeting our friend Isuf. He's a tour guide. He knows his stuff so well. If you remember our last video from here, he was actually the guy that took us around the city, took us to the castle, took us to all the points of interest and spoke in great length about them. So he really knows his stuff and we'd thoroughly recommend
He's branching out into all sorts of other tours now. He does like mule trekking, trips to the lagoon, trips through the canyon and stuff in the local area. In the summer, they look amazing. Yeah,
it looks like so much fun. We are here at the wrong time of year because we'd love to show you guys what it is all about. But
get to stay in this gorgeous hotel, isn't it lovely? It's been redone in this old Ottoman style and it's just beautiful.
I think for the next couple of days, we're just going to be exploring what the city's got to offer, what the local area's got to offer. I've heard that we might be able to go to a local winery and see how their wine's produced, which would be really good fun for us to see. We've never been to a winery. We've never done any wine tasting. It's quite sophisticated. But that's us now. We're city dwellers in the hotels, so... yeah, so I think that's...
Hopefully we can make it up to Tamori Mountain as well, although it's looking a little bit snowy out there, but it's somewhere we've wanted to visit for quite a while now.
Yeah, Tamori Mountain looks great, but actually we have just had a little bit of snow on the mountains and it's a lot lower down on the levels now than it was before, so we'll have to see. We'll play it by ear. We're here for a couple of days and it is going to start warming up again now, so fingers crossed, but stick with us for the next video. Whatever we end up doing, I'm sure will be good fun. So we're going to go and enjoy the hotel now, so please leave us in peace.
Nothing else has changed. The sky is grey, the sun is grey, my skin is grey.